Mangle is one of the most frightening animatronics when it comes to the character's design. After the first appearance of the animatronic in the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise, this horrific, mangled, and mishmashed animatronic would become popular enough to work its way into other games, even appearing in both the augmented reality mobile game Special Delivery and the virtual reality game Help Wanted. Probably because it's an animatronic that usually is efficient when it comes to eliciting jump scares out of players. Welcome back, my fellow gamers. My name is Amanda McKnight and this is Top 10 Gaming. And we're going to be looking at some of the reasons why we all find Mangle so terrifying as we count down the top 10 scary Mangle FNAF facts. We also will just get to learn a bit more about our lipstick wearing friend Mangle as well. As always, be sure to stick around to the end of this list where we will have some bonus content coming your way in the form of comment responses. But for now, let's get counting. Number 10. First appearance. Mangle first appears in the game Five Nights at Freddy's number 2. This might not sound like a scary fact to you, unless that is that you've actually played FNAF 2, because then you probably know what I'm talking about. FNAF 2's more open concept office with no doors to protect you to many fans has always appeared more frightening. And add in that when Mangle does get to you, they attack from above, and you've got a great nightmare scenario just waiting to infiltrate your dreams. Number 9. No eye patch. How is it possible that the loss of Foxy's iconic eye patch and Funtime Foxy's eyes makes Mangle more scary? And yet, it does. Instead of having both of their eyes or the iconic Foxy Pirate-esque eye patch and hook, Mangle is often depicted as having a single eye, with the other being seen as having fallen out and laying next to it on the ground of Kid's Cove, or as having no eyeballs at all, just little pinprick pupils of white light peering out at you. Somehow, the lack of eyes or eye patch covering that light makes Mangle appear even more terrifying in comparison to the other Foxy models. Number 8. Two heads are better than one. Some may have also noticed that Mangle comes with an extra head. The head often appears to be attached to the end of one of Mangle's limbs, and while some suspect the endoskeleton extra head belongs to another animatronic version of Chica's cupcake that belonged to Mangle when I guess they were properly assembled, others have a better theory. Being that Mangle is obviously a similar model to Foxy, some think that this was Mangle's parrot companion. The only strange thing is that Funtime Foxy, who Mangle seems to more closely resemble, did not have a parrot. Either way, it seems a little odd that this endo head exists as part of Mangle, though it does add to Mangle's mutilated and creepy appearance. Number 7. Kid's Cove. When Mangle starts out in FNAF 2, they are in Kid's Cove. From there, they'll progress towards you until they arrive in the office, gearing up to try and attack from above. Now you might think Kid's Cove sounds like a nice little location in this Freddy's, but it definitely doesn't look very nice. The big open room has its own party table with what appears to be little party hats on it, with presents in the corner and decorative posters on the wall. However, it also features exposed wires, and when Mangle appears, will feature the animatronic in a heap in the corner. Not really the expected birthday guest I think any child would have in mind. The room also features a child's drawing of kids playing with Mangle and tearing the animatronic apart. Yikes. Number 6. Exorcist. As if the Frankenstein references weren't creepy enough, Mangle is also capable of completely rotating their head around 360 degrees, so they can in effect pull an exorcist. And this also means no matter where you are, it's likely that Mangle always is able to have an eye on you. Mangle only has eyes for you. Oh, how sweet. I bet it would also be creepy to see Mangle crab walk down some stairs too, like in The Exorcist. I know I wouldn't want to see that when I wake up in the middle of the night. Number 5. Frankenstein Connection. In Special Delivery, it's confirmed that Mangle is basically a hybrid animatronic created from multiple parts of other models mashed together. "I'm now so many pieces of people, all making me the fox I am today," is one of the lines you can hear Mangle say in Special Delivery. Basically, they're like a Frankenstein animatronic. Sort of like Ennard, I guess. And perhaps also like Ennard internally as well. Not only that, but because of the fact that Mangle is made up of multiple bits sort of mashed together, they tend to have pieces fall off of them every now and then, which is also kind of a disturbing thought. So I guess you could just pick those back up and assemble them for them. Here you go, Mangle, I'll just put you back together again. Number 4. The Collective. Not only is it confirmed that Mangle is made up of multiple animatronic parts in the mobile game FNAF AR Special Delivery, but it's also implied that they have an internal collection of spirits residing within them. They sometimes refer to themselves as we in special delivery. You'll hear them say things like, "We can hear you," "We can smell you." When they speak, it also sounds like a predominantly female voice speaking, but the shadow of a lower pitched or masculine voice underneath. It sounds like two voices speaking at once, which also leads us to believe that there is more than one consciousness lurking within the mind of Mangle. Number 3. Safe for children 3 and up. Mangle's appearance is one of the most disturbing things about this animatronic. Mangle likely became a very vengeful animatronic, as it is implied by the lines they have in special delivery, due to the animatronic's origins in regards to how it became so disfigured compared to some of the other animatronics at Freddy's. Mangle didn't always look like they do now. Once upon a time, Mangle was a more complete and less contorted animatronic. Unfortunately, due to it being the animatronic used to entertain toddlers, it became mangled, hence the name Mangle. Every day the toddlers would destroy the animatronic, like in the drawing in Kids Cove, tearing it limb from limb, reducing it to scraps. And every night the staff at Freddy's were forced to reassemble it. One day the staff became tired of doing so and decided they would just advertise Mangle as a take apart and put together toy for toddlers to happily destroy and grotesquely reassemble each day. Have fun, kids. No wonder Mangle wants to kill you. It's likely seeking revenge due to it basically being tortured by small children on a daily basis. I wouldn't like it if children tore me apart and put me back together. Number 2. Sweet and sour. Mangle doesn't just seem to have various parts and perhaps spirits residing within them, they also seem to have multiple distinctive personalities living within them as well. One of the personalities specifically seems more sweet, curious, and fun, while another is much more horrific and malicious. While some theorize this is because there are multiple spirits or different bits of remnant combined to create Mangle, it's also possible that this could be due to two completely different sets of programs competing within the animatronic and vying for dominance. One of course would be the programming within Mangle to entertain children as a fun and harmless Freddy animatronic, while the other could be the more insidious programming included by William Afton, which ignites Mangle's need and passion for killing kids. It's possible that when Mangle became disassembled on a daily basis, these two sets of programming split, each manifesting their own separate personality within the animatronic. Number 1. Undefeatable. Well, once they are in the office, that is. In FNAF 2, Mangle will make their way to you via the vents. When they arrive at the office, however, if they manage to get in before you can ward them off, preventing them entering by disguising yourself in the Freddy head, they will then remain there for the rest of the night. There is nothing you can do but listen to their weird audio disturbances and wait to eventually be jump scared. It's inevitable. Bringing up the monitor and lowering it again while Mangle is in the office with you will trigger this jump scare, however, if you'd just rather get that whole horrific experience over with. Thanks so much for watching. Who is your favorite Fox-inspired animatronic in the FNAF franchise? What's your favorite adversary in FNAF 2? And which Mangle appearance have you found to be the most terrifying in the games? I'm assuming it's vent repair for everybody from Help Wanted, because that was pretty scary. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And speaking of comments, it's time to turn to some comments from one of our latest videos, Top 10 Animal Crossing Isabelle Facts. Freddy Fazbear, Da Gamer shares, Isabelle is my favorite character in Animal Crossing. Also, can I get a shout out? Thanks. You certainly can, Freddy. Hi! Also, I love Isabelle too. Yay! Kitty Cat Gamer 3 Noodles asks, whose older brother or sis played the original Animal Crossings? I will be honest with you, I am that older sister. I actually still have my old DS and still play Animal Crossing Wild World on it. Although I haven't played it for a while now thanks to New Horizons and my Switch Lite taking up most of my time. My house is actually probably filled with cockroaches in Wild World right now. I should probably go say hi at some point. And that's all the time we have for comments today. Be sure to comment below for a chance to have your thoughts and feel shouted out in a future video. And while you're on your way down there, be sure to click that subscribe if you haven't already. This has been Top 10 Gaming, and I'm your host Amanda McKnight, reminding you as always to keep on gaming on. Pew pew!